Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. See, we're already getting into the week. Sorry about the little delay. My Zoom app logged me out, and then I could not get back in. But we're in now. All right, so we have some upper body today. I'm going to go over some stretches for us, and then we'll get right into it. Remember, we have three different movements for every set that we do. And let's get to it. Let's get a nice little workout in. All right. Move my mat back just a little bit. So make sure before we get started, you guys have a towel, a water, and something to come down to the ground on, or if you don't want anything, totally up to you. I will not say anything. I just like when something's cushioned on my hands or my knees. Okay, so for our stretches, everybody take those arms out to the sides. We're just going to go into some arm circles, just tapping out those feet because why not? Keeping those arms lifted, keeping the neck nice and long, chin is off that chest, keeping those arms aligned with the shoulders. And let's rotate it backwards. Stretching those fingertips out nice and long. Pulling the shoulders away from those ears. There we go, get started already. Okay, dropping the hands down in 3, 2, and 1. Drop them down, kind of roll out those shoulders, take them back, take them forward, and back. All right, so taking those hands, I want you to make kind of like a goalpost with those arms. So 90-degree bend in those arms, fingertips up. We're just going to bend at the elbows or hinge down and take it up. So we're just going to go down and up, pulling the shoulders away from those ears as we do this. And then squeezing at that top point. We'll go for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking them down, kind of shake it out a little bit. All right. So this next one, we are going to take it up in front, take it down, out to the sides, down, and then up. So let's take it out. So taking it out, or up and out, up and out. It almost feels like I'm in cheerleading right now. I just need to add like a clap in. All right. So taking them up, take them out, getting shoulder height each time, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those hands down. Taking that right arm across the chest, we're going to place it in that left arm and just pull it in nice and close. Still tapping out those feet if you'd like. Dropping it down in 3, 2, and 1. Kind of shaking them out, crisscrossing those arms. And let's take that left hand over, placing it in that right arm. We'll drop it down in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping it down, shake it out, cross it side to side. Taking that right arm up, grabbing onto that elbow and pull it down. We'll hold this here for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, take up that left and pull it down. Kind of tap the back with that left hand. We'll drop it down in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping it down. My shoulders are a little bit sore today. I keep feeling it. It feels like I got like the soreness, like I got shots in each arm, which I didn't. So that's how it feels. Like when you lift them up and you feel like, ooh. Okay. So taking those hands behind the back, we're going to interlace those fingers together, lifting up the palms, hinging at the hips, bringing it forward, and just hang out here for a little bit. You can sway side to side. Just feeling that nice stretch. We're going to hinge up in 3, 2, and 1. So hinging it up, letting that blood flow again. I feel like mine's all in my head. all in my face. All right. So let's just get a little arm cross in right now. So taking the right hand, or bring it over and over. So right over the left, left over the right, hinge at the elbows, opening the chest. And we'll go for the next 10 seconds. Just stretching it out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking them down. Okay, so I'm going to go over what we are going to do today for our first set of things. So remember, like I said, make sure you have something to come down to the ground to, because for this first one, like I said, you don't have to have it. It's just if you want that extra little cushion. All right, so we are going to be down for mostly all of these first ones, but I'll show you. Now I'll go with my back. Okay, so for our first movement, we're just going to go into some modified push-ups. So taking it down to the knees, and of course, if you want to challenge this, just come up to the toes. But those hips are hinged forward if we're modified. Core is engaged, that belly button's pulled into that spine. And we're just going to take it down and press it up, keeping that neck in line with the spine the entire time. So it's not looking up, it's not tucking down, it's just right in line with that spine, okay? So we have modified push-ups. We're going to go for 10. We're then going to go into shoulder taps. So you can either stay on the knees or you can come up to those feet. But we're going to tap the right hand to the left side, left hand to the right side. But we're going to go for 10 of those. And then for that, we'll go right and left as one. So we'll go 10 and 10. And then we have some tricep dips. So taking that booty back this time, we're going to take those fingertips forward, lifting up the hips slightly. We're just going to hinge down at the elbows, pressing up through those triceps. And then we'll go for 10 of those. So everything's 10 today for these at least. Modified push-ups, 10. Or your challenge is just taking it to the toes. You can do your shoulder taps on your knees or on your toes. Just spread the knees or spread the feet. And then tricep dips for 10. Making sure those arms stay close to your body. So we'll get started in about 10 seconds. So when you're ready, meet me down, grabbing everything you need now. And then let's get started. I feel like I had everything all situated and then I changed it up. Okay, so we start out with those push-ups. So we have 10 push-ups. We keep that core nice and strong. Belly button is pulled into that spine. That neck is aligned with that spine. So remember, that head's not dropping. It is not looking up, because the moment it drops, you start to round. And the moment you look up, you dip that lower back. Either way, we don't want it. We don't want it. So we get to that modified push-up position, and we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting the hips back, taking those arms up by the sides, just going into some arm circles or crossing over. You can even take the arm behind, just get a little stretch in right here for about 15 seconds. Whatever's going to feel best for you. So we have our shoulder taps next. Remember, right and left is 1. If you're on the feet, we spread the feet apart. If you're on the knees, we spread the knees apart. Either way, core is nice and strong. Can't say it enough. All right, so coming forward, you are either in that high plank with those feet out, or you were hinged forward with those knees apart. So remember, we keep the hips as still as we can. We are going to take it over and over, but as you do it, don't lean. Just try and keep it as strong as you can. So we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those hands back, and we stretch it out, 15 seconds. We stay down because our next movement is tricep dip. So if you want to take it onto the booty, you never have to sit on your knees if you see me doing that. I know some people, it kind of bothers their knees, so always feel free to just come down. But we have our tricep dips in about 10 seconds. All right. I have lint and fuzz on me. All right, so fingertips face forward. We are going to lift up in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up, tricep dips in 3 for 10, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, coming forward, and stretch out those arms. So round 1 of those are complete. We are on to round 2. Got a bug bite earlier. And I feel like when you don't notice you have them, they never itch. But once you see it, it's like it gets so insanely itchy. So keep seeing me doing this. That's why I got a bug bite. And I noticed it. My first mistake. Just don't look at a bug bite. All right. So we get back in our position for those modified push-ups or to challenge it on those toes. But we go in 3, hinging the hips forward, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting the hips back and stretch it out. Or swing it out. Rolling the shoulders if you'd like. And then we have our shoulder taps next. We'll go in about 10 seconds. All right, so bring it back forward. Shoulder taps for 10, right and left is 1. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking it back, coming down to that right hip, stretch those legs forward. And chill out for a second with stretching. Like I said, whatever is going to feel best for your stretches, for your upper body. I know some of us may be sore from whatever we do in our daily lives, or if you just worked out. So do whatever stretch is going to feel best for you. But we have our tricep dips next in about 10 seconds. So let's get ready in position. So fingertips face forward. Feet come down. We lift up the hips in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. We take it down in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hips down. We press it up. So we have round 3. Round 3. We have our modified push-ups first. And then after this, you get a break and we move on. Hopefully you guys had a good yoga class yesterday. My shoulders are very, very sore. Okay, it's good though. it's a good sore. They're just sore. You feel like being sore, you know you did something, like in a good way. Okay, so we plant the hands. We come down for those push-ups. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting it back. This time, come up to the knees. And we're just going to take, if you can, reach that right hand back, and then the left. Kind of pop the chest open. If not, take the fingers, interlace them together, and just stretch it up. You can take it side to side. If you want, you can always do that stretch again, interlacing the fingers, bringing it forward. You can place the head down. And we have our shoulder taps. All right, so we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back up to those knees and add those stretches in, whatever you would like. If you want, you can always bring arm above the head. Switch it over. We have tricep dips one more time. All right, so we take it down to the booty. Feet are planted, fingertips forward. We have tricep dips for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing it up, sitting it down. You guys have about 1:15, so feel free to do whatever stretches you want here. If you want that extra cardio, add it in. If you have a jump rope, if you want jumping jacks, if you want high knees, if you want butt kickers, if you want any of those things, mountain climbers, there you go. That way it's upper body still. All right, so I'm going to go over what we're doing right now. So the first thing that we're going to do are some Cobra push-ups. So relaxing that upper body all the way down, keeping those toes untucked, making sure they're going straight back, placing those hands by the sides close to the body, so up by those ribs. And all you're going to do is you're going to press up, keeping that chest open, and hinge it forward, but make sure you don't lose that tension that you just built up. So don't drop all the way down to where you just kind of come to that rest. Keep constant tension and keep everything engaged and activated. So we're going to go for 10 of those. So 10 of these push-ups, keeping those elbows in tight. Then you're going to be standing up. Finally, I know, right? All right, so nice strong upper body. So we're going to go into some deadlifts. I know that incorporates some lower body, but hands are going to go right behind the head, popping the chest open. So elbows are back. So don't bring them forward. We keep them back. We hinge at the hips, keeping that upper body engaged, and then basically you're going to squeeze the booty as you come up, but you're hinging at the hips, keeping that upper body activated. We're not releasing here. Keep everything nice and tight, and also squeeze the abs at the top, okay? So everything is engaged in that upper body because we're working upper body. This just incorporates some legs. But we have those. We'll go for 10 of those, 10 of our Cobra push-ups, and then we are going to come into like a downward dog position. And then we're going to take that right hand to that left foot, left hand to that right foot. Okay, so reach, or sorry, we're going to be in a high plank. I was like, why am I not getting any range? So we'll be in a high plank. We're going to reach right hand to that left foot, high plank, left hand, right foot, plank. Okay, so that was my mistake. So keeping those feet spread apart, we pike up the hips as we reach. Okay, so Cobra Push-Ups, we have those deadlifts, so 10 and 10. And then as for the feet touching movement, we will do right and left is 1. And we'll do 10. So 10, 10, 10. And we'll get started in about 30 more seconds. So just kind of move around right here. And then we'll meet down at the ground in about 20. I guess I can move this. There we go. I'll sit up now. Move it back a little bit. Okay. So we meet down on the ground right now, just getting ready in our position. We'll get started in about 15. So laying that upper body all the way down for these. Placing the hands right by those ribs. Pulling the elbows in tight, shoulders down. And we're going to press it up, lowering down, keeping that tension in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing the hips back and rise it up. So we have those deadlifts next. Remember, we keep that upper body engaged this entire time, because I know deadlifts are known for lower bodies. But if we're doing this with correct positioning, fingertips behind the head, okay? Pulling those elbows back, shoulders down, pulling that belly button into that spine, and we hinge at the hips and rise it up, squeezing those abs and pulling those elbows back, okay? Nothing comes forward, we don't ground. But we're gonna go for 10 of those. They're not gonna be super fast, so it's not gonna be down, up, down, up, down, up. We're gonna take it slow and controlled. We'll go in about 5 more seconds. So fingertips up, place them behind the head. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shaking out those arms, kind of taking them down a little bit, shake them out. And we have those high planks next. We're going to spread the feet apart, and we'll pike up those hips as we reach the hands to the opposite foot. We'll get started in about 15. And then we'll start in the high plank. I know I just said that. But
damn, boy, were you just frying?
We get down and ready in positioning.
For real though, you piss loud as fuck. I think that's pretty cool.
All right, so we stack the shoulders over the wrists. We take it up to the toes, spreading the feet. We pike up the hips in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Taking the feet up. And shake it out. All right, so we move on to round 2 in about 15 seconds. So we start with those Cobra push-ups. We take it all the way down to the ground. We lay it all the way down. Find that rest because it feels so good, right? All right, so hands by those ribs. Those feet and legs are going straight back. They're not those heels aren't popping out. They're not doing anything funky. Keep them straight back. That body stays nice and tight. We're going to press up in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that upper body, we bring it back and we rise it up. And we have those deadlifts next. We'll go in about 15 seconds. And then that is our, we're still on round 2. I was like, wait a minute. We're still on round 2 for those deadlifts. Okay. So we spread those feet apart. Remember, we take the fingertips right behind the head, pulling those elbows open. That neck stays nice and long. We hinge at the hips to take it down. So you can have a slight bend in those knees, but we're going to go in 3, squeezing the abs at the top as well as the glutes in 2 and 1. So 10, 9, 8, elbows open, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those arms down, shake them out. Okay. We have our high planks with our toe taps next. Spreading the feet, piking the hips up. We tap out the feet with the opposite hand in 15. So just kind of chill out here. When I say chill out, keep moving or stretch. Just don't sit, don't lay, because we'll get to that time at the end. You'll have that moment. Okay, so we take it down. We get into that high plank position. Spreading those feet. Taking it up to the toes. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping it up, bringing it up all the way. We have one more round of all those things. All right, so we get ready, we lay on the ground. Laying all the way down. Taking the hands by the ribs, shoulders down, elbows in. Placing that forehead down for a second. And take it out. So we're going to go for those Cobra push-ups for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10. 8. 7. 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Pressing the hips back and rise it up. So last time of those deadlifts. All right, so bringing those fingertips back behind the head, pulling the elbows back, shoulders down. We squeeze the abs at the top with that breath, and we pull the elbows back. Keep making sure they don't come forward. Just always keep them activated, pull them back. But we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those arms down, shake them out. Okay, so we come down into that plank position. Toes are going to be spaced out, or feet spaced out. We reach for the toes. We're going to go for 10 in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8,
And I'm like, what did she do? Because I didn't want to do that.
7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, last one, and we bring those feet up to a standing position, shake out those arms, get that blood flowing again. And I'm going to go over what we're doing next for a final set of things. Are you ready? All right, so you guys get a little over a minute as I explain what we're doing. That's an abs. And abs. All right. It's going to lay down this way because my towel is over here. Okay, so the first thing that we have are crossovers. I think we've most likely done these before. But you can place those hands right underneath those booties. We're going to lift up the shoulders, lifting up the feet. We're going to cross the right and then the left. So we're going to go for 10 of those. Right and left is 1. Just making sure no, those feet aren't way up. They're just kind of hovering above, pointing those toes, okay? Pressing that lower back into the ground. We then go into reverse crunches. So we're going to take those knees up, and we're just going to take it down and crunch it in. So out and down and crunch, okay? We press that lower back down with those reverse crunches. 10 crossovers, right over the left, left over the right, 1. Reverse crunches, we have 10. And then we're going to go into those in and outs. Except for this time, we usually just go in and out. This one, we're going to go for the kind of like the side version of in and out. So we're going to take it out to the left, crunch it into the center, and then out to the right, crunch it into the center. So we're going to go for 10 of those. Right and left is 1. We have 3 rounds. And then that is it. We've got this. All right. So in about 15 seconds, we'll get started. So everybody take a seat and then lay that back down. Push my water way back because my luck, I will spill it everywhere. So I just felt like my head grazed it, or my hair. All right, so we have our crossovers first, and you don't have to place your hands underneath. That's just if you want that extra support, you can. But remember, we point the toes, we lift up the shoulders and the feet, but we don't lift the feet too high. Pressing that lower back down, we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, hug them nice and tight to that chest, rock it up and down, or back and forth. Take it side to side. And you can take it back and forth again. Now place arms around the knees and hug it in. Dropping the feet down. All right, so we have those reverse crunches next. We have 10 of them. We're going to lift up the legs, keeping the palms down. If you want, like I said, you can always place, kind of like place the thumbs underneath, keeping the fingers out. But we're just going to take it down and out and crunch it in. Down and out, crunch it in. We go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, for 3, 2, and 1. Hugging the knees again, rock it back and forth. And side to side. If you want, you can always take the knees over to the opposite side, placing the opposite arm out and looking over at that hand. Keeping both of the shoulders down on the ground. Take it to center. And take those knees over to the right. Extend out that left hand. Making sure, like I said, both shoulders are planted. All right, bring it back to center, and we lift it up to that seated position. Hands go right by those hips. And remember, we're going to take it for those in and outs. The hair's doing its own thing. So we're taking for those in and outs. We're going to take it over to the left, crunch it into the center, over to the right, and center. So you're hinging at those elbows as you do it. But we go in 5, 4, lifting up 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking it up, bringing the feet in, and hug onto those knees. All right, and we lean it back down. kind of roll it down. Okay. So round one is done. This next one for those in and outs, we're going to go for 5. So right and left will be 1. So we'll go for 5 of those this next time for the side ones. Crossovers, we still do 10. Reverse crunches, we do 10. And we'll go in about 15 seconds.
Yeah. She was like, my phone was there.
Okay. Kind of stretching it out, massaging that lower back. If you want, you can take the arms above the head, make sure your water's not right by your hands, and stretch it out nice and long. And bring it in. All right. So we go for those crossovers. We lift up for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, hug it in. And rock back and forth. Take it side to side. Back and forth. One more time, back and forth, or side to side. And drop the feet down for a second. So we have our reverse crunches. We lift up the knees, we take them down and out, crunch it in. Focus on your breath as you do it. So as you extend the knees out, you inhale, exhale as you draw it in. Okay. Pressing that lower back down. We go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the feet down. Extend that right leg, left leg. Inhale the arms up. And stretch. If you want, you can always roll it over to the sides. You don't have to. Just an option. Sometimes it feels nice. Okay. All right. We sit it up. We have those in and outs. Take me there. All right. So this time we're going for 5, but left and right is 1. But we just, so we're basically like cutting in and out. But we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those knees in, hug it in. Kind of rock out those legs if you want. And let's roll it backwards. Or you can take it down nice and graceful. Mine just felt, I wanted to use the momentum. All right. So we have one more round. Crossovers, reverse crunches, and those in and outs. Last round. And we're good on time. Okay. So extending out those legs, we point the toes, we place the hands where they are needed, whether they are tucked or untucked. Shoulders away from those ears. We're going to lift up for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up, so 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, hug it in, and rock it out. Take it side to side.
I left all my text.
Back and forth.
And she started to repeat them. So in high school.
Drop the feet. Extend those legs for a second and inhale it up. Stretching out. And let's bring those knees up. Placing the palms down. We have our reverse crunches in 3, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 7,
But yeah, no, I remember like I would fall
6,
asleep watching like
Four,
like the
3,
intro every time.
2, and 1. Dropping those feet down. We're going to take the knees over. So taking the right hand to those knees and drop them over to that right side, extending out that left arm, placing both shoulders down. Eye gaze goes to the left hand. And we take it up to center. Taking that left hand to those knees, place them over to that left, extend out that right arm, and look over at it. Again, placing both shoulders down. And we bring it up to center. So we have one more. Guys, that's it. All right. So we have those in and out one more time. So we go for 5, right and left is 1. And we finish this out nice and strong. All right, so lifting out of the shoulders, we open that chest up. We take the legs out to the left, crunch it into the center, and then out to the right. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking those knees in and rising it up or staying seated, whatever you guys prefer, but I do have to shut off the camera, so I do have to get up. So thank you guys for joining me today for upper body. We have our full body workout tomorrow, and then we have lower on Thursday. I feel like when we get to lower, it's like, oh, it's almost the weekend. Or when you get to yoga, you're like, oh, it's the weekend, or just about. All right, but tomorrow we have full body. It is almost 1 o'clock, so it is lunchtime. So feel free, don't feel free. I mean, you guys are your own people. Go get some lunch or whatever you want right now. Chill out, whatever you would like. Just have a great and amazing rest of your day, and see you guys tomorrow.